Hey there, my name is Sharon Durbin Graves, the creator of paintingwithacrylics101.com, an online place for the beginning artist to learn how to paint. Or if you have been painting for a while, but your art is still flat, you want to hop on over there and check out all the goodness you can get off my website. There is a free blog there. There's also a free class. Lots of good information for the beginning painter. So let's get started. Hello, Sharon Durbin Graves, paintingwithacrylics101.com, here in my studio in Kentucky, and today we are talking about understanding acrylic paint, what it is and what it isn't. Okay, I'm going to show you several different types of acrylic paint and explain things that are on the tube of paint so you'll understand what it is you're looking to buy, what you're using, that kind of stuff. Okay, first off, this is acrylic paint. This is a craft paint. This is really not what you should be using if you want to get into a fine art genre. Now, I have tons of these, and I use them for crafts and for other things. But if I want to paint a painting, this is not it, because it's already diluted, it's thinner. You're not going to get, the colors aren't as vibrant, and it doesn't move as well on the canvas. So if this is what you have and what you've been using, you need to consider investing in some student grade acrylic paint. Now, what I have here, I'm going to show you a couple. This is a Liquitex, and it's a basic acrylic, and it's ultramarine blue. It's really, really dark. And I was looking to see if it says on there. It just says Basics Acrylic. Now, on the back of the tube, you see this little box? Sometimes it's a circle, but if it's completely filled in, that means that the paint is opaque. You can't see through it. You can paint it over something else, and the something else won't show through. Now, this is halfway, so it is transparently opaque. Does that make sense? So it is semi-opaque. So that means when you paint this over something, that something is probably going to show through. Now, the one thing that you can do to make sure that that doesn't happen is add some titanium white to any acrylic paint that is transparent or semi-transparent, or as this says, semi-opaque. Okay, and this is an ultramarine blue. Now, I really like this tube because of this. My hands are just eat up with arthritis, and so this is not as hard to open for me as what I'm going to show you now. And this is a Utrecht, and it's dioxazine purple, and it says heavy body on there. That means it's thick. It's not dry thick, it's creamy thick. So when it goes on, when you squirt it out of the tube, it's beautiful, but it'll stay in its little pile. It won't, like on the craft paint, on this, it would just spread out on your palette. This will stay in a little pile. Okay. Now I love this paint. The colors are wonderful and everything, but what I don't like about it is this thing, because often I have to get out this and open up the tube with it, because I just can't bend my fingers enough, and I don't have enough hand strength. So anyway, this is Utrecht. It is a heavy body acrylic paint. Now, on the back, I'm looking to see, it tells you what the pigments are, and I don't know, I think that there is the opaque box, meaning that it is opaque. Although, having experience with it, I usually add some titanium white to it, and then if it lightens it up too much, I'll add more dioxazine purple to it to make it darker. But once that titanium white is in there, now it definitely is opaque. Now here is another kind of paint. This is golden. And I really like it as well. I'm not sure that I like it better than the Utrecht. I don't have too many tubes of this, but it says on it, artist color. This is alizarin crimson, and when you look at the box, okay, it's completely open, meaning it is transparent. So their box is on the front. I was just looking to see if there was anything else on the back that would be interesting to you. But this is also a heavy body paint, even though it doesn't say that on the front. But golden and artist color, it's really kind of golden paint is really a super great paint. And so I do use it. I don't have a lot of it. But again, I have to get out my needle nose pliers to get it open. So if you have any more questions about acrylic paint, because we've talked about it being, craft paint is too thin, student grade paint is much thicker, and the colors are very vibrant, she said. But artist professional paint is even thicker, especially if it says heavy body. There's a lot of different acrylic paints out there. There's pourables that you can pour and manipulate on your canvas and make poured paintings. But this is heavy body acrylic paint created specifically for fine art, and you can buy a tube like this for under $10, and sometimes you can find them on sale. But I really like the Liquitex brand, and I love the Liquitex brand for professionals, the heavy body paint there also. That's what I started using, and I have always kind of gravitated towards it for whatever reason. I like both of these other two kind that I've shown you, the golden and the Utrecht. And so there's a lot of different paints out there. You can, Hobby Lobby sells paint, and they're selling less and less paint for the artist. Lots of, maybe more of this in a lesser grade even. So I'd be careful there. I want to make sure I got a good student grade, and I think the Liquitex really is, the basics is a good student paint, and because you want something that's going to be, you don't want to have to relearn it all when you move up to a heavy body paint, a professional grade paint. So you can get started with your 3 primaries, a white, and probably a Mars black. I don't use very much black. I have my second tube in 20 years of black, and that's because I mix my own out of my darkest colors. So at any rate, if you have any questions, you can hop down in the description box or in the comments and ask the question, and I'll get back on there and answer as quickly and as best as I can. There are a lot of other videos on my channel here, and everything on here is for beginning painters, but you can also, I will look for some other beginning painting videos on acrylic paint. So there you have it. And I hope this cleared up any questions that you have about acrylic paint and how to get started. So thanks a lot. Have a great day. Let's paint together real soon.